I have some holiday nail stamping plates that I really like from Bundle Monster, and I've used them for several years now, but I've gotten kind of bored of them, so I thought I'd try something new. I bought my new plates from Amazon.com. So one brand is called Winstonia, and the other brand, initially when I purchased it on Amazon, it said it was from Adurself, but then when I received the plates, on the back it says Beauty Big Bang, so I'm not quite sure what the brand is for that one. It's either Beauty Big Bang or Adurself. I'll include a link to the plates in the description. Of course, the first thing we have to do when we first start using our nail stamping plate is take off that blue tape cover thing that protects the nail stamping plate. I think most people would agree that it is very annoying to do, especially if you forget to do it, and then you have some semi-wet nails or drying nails, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do to get that nail plate ready to go. I decided to use this reindeer stamp first from the Adurself plate, and I just decided I'm going to have fun with this and try some different things with these different designs. You may have noticed that I already painted my nails a red with 2 coats of red and of course a base coat underneath everything. And for this design I chose a silver to go on top of the red, and the rest of the designs I used a white. I really like the effect of a bright either silver or white color on top of a red, especially for the holidays. It is not usually this difficult to stamp my nails, but I really had trouble with stamping my nails while also filming, and you'll notice that throughout the video. I kind of have some struggles as I'm trying to figure out how to get it in frame while I stamp my nails. And here's my final result after, of course, I cleaned up the edges. The next nail stamp, I decided to be a little adventurous and try a nail foil on top of the nail stamp. I saw some other people try this technique, and I thought, hey, you know, I have some hollow nail foils. I may as well try it with the snowflake nail stamp. By the way, if you notice that on my other hand, it looks like I have chipped nail polish. You're right, it is. I decided to make a video searching for the best drugstore base coats by testing them out and seeing which ones make the nail polish last the longest. So keep an eye out for that video. I tried this nail stamp so many times and I got so frustrated because first of all, I had a problem with my stamper. It's a newer stamper and I'm getting used to it. It ended up that I just needed to prime the stamper again and then it worked just fine. But you can see that when I show you what my stamper looked like, it just wasn't picking up the image 100%. But then I also had trouble with the foil itself. You have to work very quickly in order to get the foil to work. In theory, it's a simple concept. You just do the same technique, you just have to work really fast, and immediately after you put the nail stamp on your nail, you have to put the nail foil on your nail. This is easier said than done, and for once I actually kind of wish that my stamping polish dried slower. Another thing, if you've ever used nail foils before, you know that you're not supposed to put a regular top coat on top. I have heard of this tip where you use a peel-off base coat on top and then you put a top coat on, and it worked. I was pleasantly surprised. My end product definitely wasn't perfect, but I think the more I practice it, the better I'll get, and it's kind of just a fun, different thing to do with nail stamping, so I'll probably try it every once in a while as I'm nail stamping, maybe with an accent nail or something like that. The last stamp I decided to use from the Adurself collection just says ho 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 on it. I wanted to test out how clear the letters stamped onto the nails. I thought it turned out pretty clear, and I thought it was cute too. Next up, I test out the Winstonia plates. To be honest, I actually bought these plates simply for the plate that has the ugly sweater stamps. So naturally, that's the first thing I tested. I think it's perfect with a red base and then a white stamp, and I think it turned out pretty good. It definitely looks nice and tacky. Like I said before, I purchased the Winstonia plates simply for the ugly sweater stamps. So the other stamps I don't love. I chose the tree stamps and I kind of regretted it because I put it on my pinky and my pinky already is small, and then also my nails are short right now. So the trees didn't really show up very well, but that's okay. I added a little bit of hollow on top and it kind of gave a little bit of a snow effect. So that helped. I used a Wet n Wild scattered hollow, but I wouldn't suggest it on top of the ugly sweater stamp. It just didn't look great, but on the other ones it looked fine. Like I said before, it had a little bit of a snow effect to it, so I like it on top of a lot of my winter nails, but it doesn't work on all of them. And then of course I added the appropriate top coat. Remember that if you're going to use a nail foil with your nail stamp, I would first either use the special top coat for that nail foil, or you can use a peel-off base coat first on top of it, and then you put a regular top coat on top. Overall, I really like these plates. I will definitely use them again and play around with them. Like I said before, I really like the Winstonia with the ugly sweaters, and then I like the creative design of the Adurself plates. And that's what Kay says.